So without any explanation, you will come and see this beautiful object and you think, oh, how beautiful this fish is. So we are usually thinking about it from aesthetic experience, but this was shown at the Museum of Modern Art. The exhibition would last about a month. So what will happen? This fish was not artificial fish. This is a fish, a live fish, or like just a dead fish. So over time, 2 weeks of a period, what will happen if you put the fish, dead fish, decorated with these pins, and put it in a mylar bag, like a transparent bag, and exhibit in the gallery space? What will happen? Everybody, do you have any suggestion what will happen? No idea? Because the gallery is not a refrigerator. I mean, it's cool enough, but it's not refrigerator. So what will happen? Fish will rot. Yes. So it was okay until day 3. But what will happen in day 5, or day 6, or day 10? Well, you probably don't have any experience. You cannot stand there. You cannot stand in the gallery. Like it's like a, you know, rotten fish smell so bad, and it's also pure protein, right? Like what we say, rotten fish smell is also the maybe the rotten smell of smell of rotten human bodies. I've never been in that crime scene, you know, but I can only imagine. You know, it is excruciating smell. So that was the whole installation. So after 2 weeks, museum decided to deinstall the works. You can only imagine that for public hygiene, right? And then it will collect those, you know, some microbiological creatures, and you know, all those consequences. So it was removed, but this work really pushes our imagination about the human flesh, right? Like, for example, again, going back to women's body, like people want to venerate a beautiful female body, but they don't think about all those biological or natural development of body as a human organ or as a natural organ, right? Women also get older. It's not about the getting old, but you know, like a women's body is usually object of desire, usually sexual desire, right? Or fame. But behind it, you can also think about all kind of social ills in order to maintain those beautiful body. People take diet pills, or you know, again, like a cyborg, people go through excruciating surgeries or all kinds of suffering. And then in any ethnic culture, there are certain traditions imposed on women to be pretty, or women to be desirable. So in China, for example, there was a foot binding tradition, right? Like a foot, you know, women's feet should be bound to the size of your fist, right? Which is really unnatural. Or what else? Piercing, right? Like, I mean, piercing not by your own choice, but piercing imposed by certain traditions, right? Or certain tribes, you also have women go through, what's the name of this? Women going through some mutations, right? Mutilation of the body parts in order to look attractive. I mean, you can think of all of those things. So evil really pushes, challenges our notions of what is acceptable in order to be beautiful, what would be acceptable to be seductive, all of those areas. And these are, you know, continuation of her cyborg project. So now she also worked with flower motif. So amaryllis, beautiful flower, but it looks like that machine created, that artificial, scary, even grotesque mutated bodies, right? So that's Ibul. So Kim Suja and Ibul are very important contemporary artists, and they are still alive. Do you see little baskets on the left side? So I think it's a great idea. Like, you know, let's say I moved into a new apartment. I don't have a fancy, what can I say, artworks. Then maybe in one corner I can create a mobile type of this artistic composition, and I can say that I was inspired by Choi Jung-hwa. The title is Happy Happy, but you can see the happiness from all these colors, right? Anyhow, this one I'm going to skip in it. It's a little complicated, but he's a professor at Ewha Women's University, and then Lady Rothmere was in fact a woman. Where is the portrait? There is she Pyun collected a lot of old photographs, and then it's appropriation. Like he borrowed it and then he created a new work. And then in this work, this is a Korean woman who got married to a French diplomat around the 1880s, and she went to Paris and had a lavish socialite life because her husband was a diplomat, but Cho Do-kyun was imagining how lonely or how unfit she could have felt during her life in France all of a sudden. And she has to learn French. So it's installations like a one wall in the middle and then mirrors on either side. So you end up seeing three of hers, but it's more like the kind of fate given to this woman could have been replicated throughout years by another women. Then going to here, Sotoho's work supporting, like our society supported by these numerous single people. And then, we are oblivious of the fact that our world itself is supported by these numerous people. And then people are going to discover what's underneath, and they see these small, numerous people. And then uniform project from kindergarten all the way through college, university years. And then you also go through that. You see military camouflage. You go through military training in high school, later in college, and then his military service period. And then we still have Army Reserve program. So men until the age of, I think, 39 or something, they have an annual training day. You must go in. It's almost like renewing your driver's license. So I want to talk about this woman, Nikki Lee. Have you ever heard of Nikki Lee? She is the woman that you see over here. She is where's the lady? She's the woman that you see in the middle here or here. Nikki Lee graduated from Kyunghee University, photography major, but she came to FIT. She went to FIT, photography program. And then after that, I think she went to, can I remember, SBA? Or did she go NYU? She went one more school. But anyhow, so this is her project, Nikki Lee's project during late 1990s. And it's called Yuppie Project. It is earlier, 1998. So the whole project is her own lifestyle transformation.